Hello, welcome to group. My name is Malaya, and I want to thank you for joining this group. A little bit about myself and then about my work experience is that I am currently an MSW student at Liberty University. I'm starting my master's, and before working towards getting my master's, I worked for Children's Services. I worked for a domestic violence shelter, and then I also worked with survivors of human trafficking. However, I took a break of social work while pregnant and having my first child. He's currently 8 months. That being said, that's just a little bit about myself. I understand that you have joined the group. I do want to just take a moment and recognize the bravery that you all have to join this group. I know it takes a lot of time and energy to set it aside to be here and if you will say, risk being vulnerable with one another. But I hope that it is so well worth it and you find yourself just encouraged after leaving this group each time. Yeah. And I also just want to state that I want to recognize it is not easy by any means joining this group. Sexual abuse is such a complex topic. And it's messy, it's layered, and it's just not easy by any means to discuss. So thank you for joining this group, and I hope you all really enjoy it. I have found sexual abuse and abuse in general to be a topic that I have had to reflect on, and I've learned so much about, and I continue to. I do that when it comes to my own story, and even so, the stories of clients. Being in this role, I've had the opportunity to work with others and reflect with them on abuse and the role that plays in their life, and just helping them. I appreciate the process of moving forward from that. So yeah. So back to, and then I just want to transition a little bit into the purpose of this group. I do want to state that it is to provide group therapy to those who have experienced or witnessed sexual abuse of any kind. I've designed this group with the intention of it to encourage and further a healing journey that you've all begun simply by starting this group. And even if, say, you're already on the healing journey, and this is just another step along the way. Group will be centered around building community, developing coping mechanisms, and working through one's own story. Sessions will normally follow a pattern. That way you know what to expect. There's always going to be refreshments in the back. We're going to discuss the main topic. There's going to be an icebreaker. That will actually be before the main session. So icebreaker, main session, I'll discuss the topics. And then there's going to be an activity afterwards. That way you can apply what you learned. Group will continue to be held here at the local domestic violence shelter. This group is intended to be a women's only close group. So those who are here are the only ones who will be here going forward. And this just promotes safety and stability and just familiarity among attendees. Attendees is intended to be 10 to 12 people. That's what it was in the past, and I really enjoyed that amount of people. It created an atmosphere where we all got to know one another, and also, say someone didn't show up or 5 didn't show up. Either way, it wasn't awkward then, so that's kind of why I like that number. Sessions will continue to be every Wednesday of the week, 8 p.m., similar to today. And I do want to say this is the first out of the total 10 that there will be. And sessions, so the main session itself will be 50 minutes long. And then upon entry to the group, you all signed a confidentiality statement. So I just want to go over that real quick. And also, along with that, on the email, there was an attachment of all this more in detail, and that's also back in the foyer if you want to grab that and need another copy. But just real briefly, I just want to let you know, I'm sure you anticipate sensitive information and personal information being shared in this group. That being said, identifying factors, personal stories, all that, I'm losing myself in my notes. I do want to note that if confidentiality becomes an issue or is broken, I, along with my supervisor, hold the right to ask that attendee to withdraw from the group. And information related to, as I said, identifying factors and personal stories, we ask that you do not share that with anyone else outside of this group, and all of that stay within this group. I've never had this be an issue in the past. However, I just want to state it so then that way we're all on the same page. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me later, or if you feel more comfortable just sending me an email, and I can definitely get back to you in that way. And that is all.